Well, hello everybody out there. This is Garrett from the 11 Bang Bang channel. Before we start our video today, I'd like to make a small explanation. This video was filmed over the course of 1 year, as every time we went out it either rained or something came up, and we wound up shooting again in another video. And of course Ethan is gone on deployment now, and so the video was never completely finished the way we wanted it to, but I have it sitting here on my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and put out what we have, and anything else such as loading shot and pattern for the Northwest trade gun will be in a chapter 2. And so without further ado, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.
Hello everybody out there, Ethan here with the 11 Bang Bang channel and another Weapons of the 18th Century video for you. Today we've got the good old Northwest trade gun, as you can tell by that beautiful serpent there on the side. And we're going to do a lot of talking about the history of this gun. And yes, fall is here, it's cool, and I've got my hunter's frock on, and well, the enemy is right over there, so let's see if we can actually get this gun to go off in the rain. She sure does. I'm going to keep this thing closed as much as possible because we are getting rained on a little bit here. Ah yes, a good old Northwest trade gun. This is Garrett's. This is from Military Heritage, and no, it did not look like this when we first got it. It was a polished steel barrel. All the steel was polished, and it had the normal Military Heritage wood finish on the stock. And Garrett actually browned the barrel and all the steel on this gun. And he went and he refinished the wood and everything and made it look pretty good. Put a new ramrod on it. This is a actual hickory ramrod. And let's just talk a little bit about its features here. But first off, let me try another shot. Nailed him. So as far as features go, one of the main things you're going to notice is this here serpent on the lock plate. See that? That's pretty cool deal. Now that was something that was on all Northwest trade guns, and it changed a little bit, mainly with the percussion guns especially. But that is something that is a definite main feature, a dead giveaway of a Northwest trade gun. And it actually got to the point where the Indians favored that so much, they liked that so much, the natives did, that they actually would not buy a gun that didn't have that on there. Now another thing you may be noticing here is this trigger guard. Look at the size of that thing. Just for comparison, there's my finger in that trigger guard. Yeah, it's massive. And the reasoning for this was actually because it was said that the Indians would like to take and shoot the gun like they would shoot a bow. 2 fingers, like 2 fingers on a string. It is actually more likely that it was for wearing mittens or gloves to make it more easier in the very cold Rocky Mountains, Appalachian Mountains, Pennsylvania countryside and whatnot. So let's look at some of these markings. This one does have, it may be too dark to see here, but it does have the dog on the lock. It also has a Watley lock, and it is stamped London. So we know this is one of the London guns, even though it's not really, it's a replica of a London gun. Now you will see these screws here on this lock plate, the dragon plate. You'll notice the first 2, those are your actual lock screws. And this back screw here is just here to retain the lock plate in position. You can see that actually comes quite a ways back. A lot of these guns were sold with the great big long barrels. However, they did sell a Chiefs model, which was for Chiefs, with the shorter barrel. And those guns were very popular come the 1800s, the 19th century. And a matter of fact, one Mr. Tecumseh carried one of these shorter Chiefs pattern guns. And the British, whenever they went to war with us Americans in the War of 1812, they actually went and they armed almost the entire, like all the Indian tribes with Northwest trade guns. So this gun was used extensively in the War of 1812. Then this gun actually goes and ends up, believe it or not, heading out west And a lot of people say the 73 Winchester was the gun that won the West. I would actually argue with you on that, because there were more Northwest trade guns than there were 73 Winchesters. Go ahead and load up another shot here. So what I'm loading this gun up with is 75 grains of 1.5F, because it is a 62 caliber lead round ball. Just drop that down there. And we're getting some fouling, so it's not letting you just roll down there like it's supposed to. And to hold it on top, I've actually got myself, if I can get it out of here. Oh, I know if this was back in the day, I'm already dead because I'm fiddling around too long. If I had paper cartridges, this would go a lot faster. And we're gonna wad it on top with wasp nest. We'll ram that all home and we should have a pretty good charge here. There we go. Say we hit that one. Let's take a shot here. Well guys, that's about all I got for you today. So as always, keep your powder dry. Try to. Trust in God and attempt to keep your powder dry. Thank you for watching. Bye.